Hi there, grandkids. Since it's National Poetry Month, I'm going to read some poems from this book by Shel Silverstein, A Light in the Attic. I'm going to read several because most of them are pretty short. I'm going to start with the title poem, A Light in the Attic. There's a light on in the attic. Though the house is dark and shuttered, I can see a flicker and flutter, and I know what it's about. There's a light on in the attic. I can see it from the outside, and I know you're on the inside. Looking out. How many? How much? How many slams in an old screen door? Depends how loud you shut it. How many slices in a bread? Depends how thin you cut it. How much good inside a day? Depends how good you live 'em. How much love inside a friend? Depends how much you give 'em. That's a nice thought. Gotta give love to get love. Moon catching net. I've made a moon catching net and I'm going hunting tonight. I'll run along swinging it over my head and grab for that big ball of light. So tomorrow, just look at the sky, and if there's no moon, you can bet I've found what I sought, and I finally caught the moon in my moon-catching net. But if the moon's still shining there, look closely underneath, and you'll get a clear look at me in the sky, swinging free, with a star in my moon-catching net. That'd be pretty cool to have a moon-catching net, don't you think? Hammock. Grandma sent the hammock. The good Lord sent the breeze. I'm here to do the swinging. Now who's going to move the trees? Aw, there's no tree close for him to hang the other end on. Now, I'm guessing you guys have never had to dry the dishes. That's kind of a chore that the dishwasher does now. But when Grandma was little, she had to dry the dishes with a rag. So, I'm going to read this poem. How not to have to dry the dishes. If you have to dry the dishes, such an awful boring chore. If you have to dry the dishes instead of going to the store. If you have to dry the dishes and you drop one on the floor, maybe they won't let you dry the dishes anymore. That would be clever. Something missing. I remember I put on my socks. I remember I put on my shoes. I remember I put on my tie that was painted in beautiful purples and blues. I remember I put on my coat to look perfectly grand at the dance. Yet I feel there is something I may have forgot. What is it? What is it? Do you know what it is? Musical career. She wanted to play the piano, but her hands couldn't reach the keys. When her hands could finally reach the keys, her feet couldn't reach the floor. When her hands could finally reach the keys and her feet could finally reach the floor, she didn't want to play that old piano anymore. That was a short musical career. I hope Brandon and Caitlin keep practicing their piano. Shapes. A square was sitting quietly outside his rectangular shack when a triangle came down, kerplunk, and struck him on the back. I must go to the hospital, cried the wounded square. So a passing rolling circle picked him up and took him there. Looks like he was happy to do it. Crowded tub. There's too many kids in this tub. There's too many elbows to scrub. I just washed a behind that I'm not sure was mine. There's too many kids in this tub. And the last one, zebra question. I asked the zebra, "Are you black with white stripes or white with black stripes?" And the zebra asked me, "Are you good with bad habits or are you bad with good habits? Are you noisy with quiet times or are you quiet with noisy times? Are you happy with some sad days or are you sad with some happy days? Are you neat with some sloppy ways or are you sloppy with some neat ways?" And on and on and on and on and on and on he went. I'll never ask a zebra about stripes again. I think I misread something in this poem, Crowded Tub, so I'm going to do it again. There's too many kids in this tub. There's too many elbows to scrub. I just washed a behind that I'm not sure was mine. There's too many kids in this tub. I misread it again. I'm going to try it one more time. Crowded tub. There's too many kids in this tub. There's too many elbows to scrub. I just washed a behind that I'm sure wasn't mine. There's too many kids in this tub. There, finally got it on the third try. I love you guys. Hope you enjoyed those kind of funny, silly poems. See you. Bye.